The Knicks just finished beating the Charlotte Hornets by the score of 113-92, and I'm here to break it all down. All that and much more on the Knicks Digest. What's up, guys? It's your boy Dariel from Knicks Digest, and want to get into tonight's game, just give you some of my takeaways, some of my thoughts. Before I dive into the Knicks side of the game, real quick, the Charlotte Hornets, man, I get it. They're undermanned. LaMelo Ball is out with an ankle injury, which seems to be like a recurring event now every season. So the Charlotte Hornets may need to look into trading him. But the Charlotte Hornets as an organization, I don't know what to say, man. I don't understand why they are absolutely horrible season in, season out. I get it. This season they're dealing with injuries, but just from a grand view, they have talent on their team. I don't understand why they're always at the bottom of the barrel regarding the NBA. And I don't know, man. I get it. MJ was the owner for a while, and MJ, as far as an owner or executive, he was horrible. He is the best player ever, the GOAT in my eyes. But as far as an executive and an owner, he is maybe top 3 worst owners, executives of all time. I believe that Jordan is not the owner right now, so maybe it'll take some time in order to start changing the culture of the Charlotte Hornets organization. But man, I just don't get it, man. The Knicks don't have OG tonight. The Knicks don't have Randall. The Knicks don't have Mitchell Robinson. And the Knicks still go into Charlotte and they still beat the bricks off of Charlotte. And on top of that, you got Charlotte Hornets fans chanting "Let's go Knicks" in Charlotte. You got Jalen Brunson getting MVP chants in Charlotte. You got Deuce getting fans chanting "Deuce" in Charlotte. Like, yo, are they? Should they be embarrassed? Aren't they embarrassed that most of the time the away teams have more of an advantage going into the Charlotte Stadium rather than Charlotte Hornets? I don't know, man. That's just my opinion. The Charlotte, whoever owns the team or the NBA, Adam Silver, step in and relocate the Charlotte Hornets, man. Bring it to bring it somewhere else, because Charlotte, for the longest, they've just been an embarrassment to the league, and I don't know, whatever. Now, focusing on the Knicks side of things, let's talk about one half of the R&B duo, Jalen Brunson, tonight, showing why he is the MVP of the New York Knicks. But in my opinion, he is showing why he's going to be arguably top 3 at the end of his career, New York Knickerbockers of all time. Tonight, ending the game with 32 points, 13 of 24 from the field, 2 of 6 from 3, 4 of 5 from free throw. Now, listen, again, I get it. It's the Charlotte Hornets. I just went on a rant of saying how they're an embarrassment of an organization. But listen, the Charlotte Hornets have talented and they have professional NBA basketball players. And getting a bucket in the NBA, even though I've never played in it, but obviously getting a bucket in the league is difficult. Fans, we could at least say that. They're going up against other athletic players, and Jalen Brunson going up against primarily Cody Martin, or one of the Martin twins. I don't know this one's name exactly, but going up against him, Jalen Brunson just had him on skates. Jalen Brunson, one of the things that I'm getting super impressed with lately is his footwork. And I believe, God rest his soul, but Kobe Bryant, before Kobe passed away, I do remember seeing Jalen Brunson attending the Mamba Academy. Maybe it was during the summer. And Jalen Brunson at that time was with the Dallas Mavericks, so he didn't have a big name. He was backing up Luka Doncic at the time. But you can tell, especially the footwork, you could tell that he's really putting it into effect. And it's showing, man. This Thursday, we're going to get the reserves announced by Ernie Johnson, the GOAT, Ernie Johnson on Inside the NBA. Albeit, a lot of Knicks fans, we wanted to see him be a starter. Donovan Mitchell, Tyrese Halliburton, and Damian Lillard. That's a video for another day. Maybe they didn't deserve that starting nod. But yeah, this Thursday, I am very interested to see Jalen Brunson's name being called out by Ernie Johnson, saying that he will be a 2023-2024 NBA All-Star reserve. But man, Jalen Brunson, man, going into Charlotte, Jalen Brunson tonight was undoubtedly the best player on the floor for the Knicks and for the Charlotte Hornets. Now, the Charlotte Hornets, they have that kid, Brandon Miller. I believe he was a number 2 or 3. Actually, I think he was number 3, the number 3 draft pick. And he definitely has some promise. I believe he's 6'7", 6'8", lengthy, shooter, athletic, can put the ball on the floor, aggressive. Recording this on a Monday, but I believe last night or 2 nights ago, was it against the Clippers? I'm not sure, but he drove baseline and he just threw it on someone's head. So you know that he's not scared to go into the hole. But I do like Brandon Miller. It looks like he will, based off of his talent and his potential. I could definitely see him getting some All-Star nods way down the line in the future. But as far as right now, man, Jalen Brunson being the best player on the floor, he showed the Charlotte Hornets and he showed the NBA why he should have been the All-Star starter. But now let's go to the intangible players. We're talking about Donte DiVincenzo with 28 points, 10 of 22 from the field, 5 of 15 from 3, 3 of 4 from free throw. Josh Hart ending the game with 8 points. 8 points is not going to jump out at you on the stat sheet, but what Josh Hart is bringing to you right now is pure aggressiveness and pure hustle. Josh Hart, yesterday's game against Miami and today, there are numerous plays where Josh Hart is just driving down the lane and he's kind of like bullying the defender who's guarding him, driving down the lane and then dropping his shoulder, and then next thing you know, the defender is like completely out of the picture. So I like to see that from Josh Hart. But Josh Hart ended the game with 8 points, 3 of 7 from the field, all of 3 from 3. Which is okay. We got the W, and he's not really known as a three-point shooter. Only went to the line twice and converting 2 of his free throws. Ending the game with 12 rebounds and 7 assists. So a nice all-around game from Josh Hart. Hartenstein, right now the starting big with 10 points, 4 of 4 from the field. He didn't shoot any threes, thank God. Converting 2 of his 3 free throws. Ending the game with 4 rebounds and 1 assist. I did see throughout the broadcast that Isaiah Hartenstein was, when he was subbed out, he was on a jump rope, like in a tunnel. And I'm not sure exactly if he was trying to stay warm or if he was feeling something out, because I believe last week or a few days ago, there was a report that Isaiah Hartenstein was dealing with like the left calf issue or left Achilles. So I'm not sure if that's bothering him anymore. But he didn't play a lot in this game. He only played 16 minutes because the game was a blowout by the middle of the third quarter. So good job, Coach Tibbs, saving your bodies, or at least one of your bodies. Precious Achiuwa, who ended up getting the starting nod because OG Anunoby was out tonight. Before the game, he was doing his shooting warm-ups, and then I heard that Mike Breen was saying during the telecast that he felt that his right elbow was swollen, so that's why he was scratched. Julius Randle yesterday with the Miami Heat, he got a dislocated shoulder, so he's not going to play for a minimum a month, but probably going to be longer than that. But Precious Achiuwa got the starting nod, ending the game with 9 points, 4 of 6 from the field, 1 of 1 from 3-point. I saw that 3-pointer. I was surprised with that. And again, I'm still not sure what type of player Precious Achiuwa is. So now, seeing how Randle is going to be out for a while, Precious Achiuwa is definitely going to get more minutes. So hopefully I get to see a little bit more of Precious's game. That one 3-pointer he had tonight was a little surprising. Surprised that he hit it. But I also wanted to touch upon just the flow of the game. Chris, if you're watching this, man, I know you're not going to like it, but I'm sorry, bro. I had to bring it up. The biggest thing that I took away from tonight's game is the ball movement, is the free flowing of the offense. You saw how many times everybody was just driving down the court and it was an automatic kick out. This is where Julius Randle, I feel like this is a little bit of a hiccup in his game. He's like Melo when Melo was in his prime with New York Knicks. Melo would get the ball in the mid block or down low, and he'd post up, and then he'd get the ball, and it'd take him like 7-8 seconds to make a decision. He'd get the ball, he'd face up, and then that's when he would take his time to either attack his defender, hit the pull-up jumper, or try and create for others. And Melo, when he had his best season, was in the 2012-2013 season when the Knicks went to the second round and lost to the Indiana Pacers. But the one thing that Melo adjusted to his game for that season in particular, I remember, was that Melo had faster and quicker decisions. He made his decisions a lot more quicker. He was still doing the same exact thing, but instead of catching the ball, facing up, or catching the ball and posting up and taking his time, he'd get the ball and automatically face up, and then automatically it's almost like he already knew that when he caught the ball, he was going to be attacking the defender or deciding to do a little mid-range jump shot. And this is the glaring hole in Julius Randle's game tonight. The amount of times that I saw Donte DiVincenzo, the amount of times that I saw Josh Hart, Quentin Grimes, obviously Jalen Brunson just attacking the rim and then kicking the ball out, and then it was a rotation, and then a shot. It was a beautiful thing to see. Now, again, albeit we were going against the Charlotte Hornets, and again, I went on a rant saying how the Charlotte Hornets are a little bit of an embarrassment of organization. I understand that, but I'm just looking at the overall demeanor of the team. I'm looking at the overall body movement. I'm looking at the body language. It seems good, man. I know we're not gonna get this type of effort, and I know we're not gonna get this type of result every single night because we're not going against the Charlotte Hornets for the remaining of the season. But I am pretty confident in saying that for the remainder of time that Julius Randle is out, we're gonna see a lot more of this, a lot more just body movement, free flowing offense, drive and kick. And I'm here for it, man. In yesterday's video that Chris and we broke down the Miami Heat game, one of the things I said is that the next month and a half, or however long Julius Randle is gonna be out, I'm looking forward to see how the offense is going to be. And I kind of predicted how the offense is going to be run a lot more smoother. And tonight is the first game. And tonight the Knicks are 100% proving me right. But overall, guys, great win tonight. We went into Charlotte. We took care of business. We got the W. And the Knicks fans chanting, "Let's go Knicks." And the Knicks fans wearing Jalen Brunson jerseys in the Charlotte Hornets arena. That was definitely a plus. And tomorrow we got Utah in MSG. So hopefully we're able to keep this effort, and hopefully we get the W tomorrow night. But that's it for today's video, guys. I want to say thank you for checking it out, and I'll check you out on the next one. Peace.